Good evening, everybody, and welcome to episode 22 of Battle Talk, the special BlizzCon hype episode, because BlizzCon starts in some short amount of time, like 3 days. I'm your host, Mike, and joining me, as usual, just getting right into this, are Dom and his fancy glasses that belong to my daughter.
Cowabunga!
I have no words. Also joining us, as usual, is Cody. That's my mental reaction right now. It's okay. You can let it out.
Hi.
You look so done right now.
My procrastination has screwed me for tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the feeling. We just packed like an hour ago.
Oh, you still packed? I haven't even done laundry yet.
All right, and now on further to the... Yeah. Also joining us as a special guest, you may hear him in the background occasionally, is our cameraless executive producer, Total.
It was a camera, or it was BlizzCon. Camera, or BlizzCon.
Okay, I'm going to argue this point. A camera is like $70. Spend the money.
Pack for BlizzCon, camera. Pack for BlizzCon, camera.
Camera's obviously more
Camera. Camera clearly wins out in this
So
case.
basically, no camera, so he is his Nazi Chew badge that lights up blue when he speaks.
Yes, pretty bad.
It's fancy.
At least you got it right. He is pretty special.
Yes.
Dee. And so, like I mentioned before, it is the BlizzCon hype episode. Hi, Cleo. I see you in chat. Also, yeah, that's gonna be me all night tonight. I'm so excited for hype. I'm gonna be fragmented. So,
Unfortunately, just to let you guys know, get this out of the way, since I am not at home and don't have my virtual audio cables with me, there are no live calls tonight. So please chat with us on Twitter, #GBNLive, and chat with us right here in chat as well, and we will do our best to reply. We'll pay special attention tonight.
Yes, exactly. Also, I could pay special attention. I can take my headset off in 5 seconds, be close enough to throw a book at him.
Don't do it.
Not going to do it, because I like this book. I need it for post-show.
I was going to say, it'll be a big mistake.
It's a book. It's my book. Anyway, BlizzCon hype. All four of us are going. That about sums it up.
I already told you what I'm going to do.
Yes,
We've
I
been
know.
talking about it for like the past, couple weeks.
You're going to avoid Total.
That too.
Oh, what are you going to do?
You don't get a drink then.
I'm sitting in line for like everything.
Sister gets all the drinks now.
You're lucky. You're lucky to get good seats.
That is true. I take that back. You get a drink now.
You don't get a seat, Total. You don't understand this. It's just everyone else but you.
Total, how much is it for a webcam?
It's like $70 for the one I'm using. $70.
Here's it. I got $80 on me right here. You want it?
There. You know what?
You still owe me money, sir.
How much?
I'll buy a webcam at BlizzCon.
Yeah, I owe you
There you go.
hotel money, so yeah.
You
know what
still buy a webcam.
I'll just
So
buy
you
you a
know what you
webcam
do?
instead of paying for the hotel room.
Total, you can go get me food while I sit in line. That's what you can do.
I will do that.
Webcam
There's a Best
versus
Buy
hotel.
nearby, right?
Yeah, there's a Best Buy somewhere close.
Yeah.
There's everything.
I
sure-
think I'm
I'm
literally
sure
going to
I'm
buy
fine.
Total a webcam instead of
Don't
paying him for
do
the
it.
hotel.
I'll buy one after BlizzCon.
You heard it, guys.
Yeah, good
The
enough.
week following the BlizzCon podcast, he better have his camera.
Oh, probably not. I will be passed out. I have to work
mean
that
you're gonna be
next
passed
morning as soon as
out?
I get home.
You'll be passed out.
Well, that's someone's fault for not taking vacation.
I have vacation. I just rather work.
You are a weird child. Anyway, moving along. So BlizzCon stuff. I guess here's the public service announcement. I guess we'll get it out of the way now. The BlizzCon virtual ticket is still available. Will be available, I think, even during the event still. Costs $40 plus tax if applicable, wherever the heck you are. And if you get the virtual ticket, you will get a bunch of in-game prizes. The Gromlock mini pet for World of Warcraft.
Which is actually redeemable now. You
Yes,
can actually
it's
get it
in-game.
right now.
They sent it to
So
everybody.
awesome.
It is pretty awesome. For Diablo, you will get the Warlords of Draenor weapons transmogs. StarCraft 2 will have portraits and decal. Hearthstone gets the Blizzard 2014 card back, and Heroes of the Storm gets the Nexus mount and portrait.
To my knowledge, the Warcraft one is the only one that is currently live, correct?
No, the Here's the Storm one is in as well.
I saw a couple of people riding around on the Nexus mount.
Okay, I haven't logged into Heroes since, so...
Me
I don't know
either.
I don't know if Hearthstone's...
Hearthstone is definitely not. I was on that earlier today.
Okay. It's in the files, but I know you can't get it.
It'll probably go, live in a couple days. Also, the Virtual Pass is now giftable.
Good.
Which is pretty awesome. So, that's nice. And, yeah, Gromlock. Distributed in-game. He's adorable.
I'm curious how they're going to work this year, because don't they normally give us a card in the goodie bag that redeems all these prizes?
No, it was in our confirmation tickets. The
right,
barcode.
no, I know. We have that this year in our confirmation tickets, but every other year they've given it on a card.
Oh.
Since it's in our tickets, I'm pretty sure they're not going to worry about the cards.
Yeah.
Because
I
even all the videos...
I don't remember seeing mention of the card in the Wowhead goodie bag, so...
I'm sure they would have mentioned it if it was...
They probably would have. Oh, we're getting in
so
chat.
Make sure you guys redeem that code that is in your email, because that may be, especially those that are going to BlizzCon, because that may be the only way to get it.
Right,
Yep.
exactly.
Get
We are
some,
hearing in chat that the Heroes, the Hearthstone, Diablo, they're all set up, and Hearthstone is live now. The card back, apparently.
Is it? I was literally just on it maybe 6 hours ago, and it was not.
According to chat, it is. So, no idea. Anyway, I haven't been on Hearthstone in a while, so I don't know. Also, recently announced at BlizzCon, you probably heard this in the news, there's going to be the 10-year anniversary party in Anaheim. It is going to be November 7th, the Friday, between 8:30 p.m. and 10 p.m. It's going to be located in the Grand Plaza, which is the open area between the Hilton and the Marriott. It's just this big
Where all the crazy people pick
road.
it.
Yeah,
Wait, is this the same one from Home Alone?
sure.
The Plaza Hotel, right?
No, that's in
Does Tim Curry, is he working the front desk?
That's in New York City. No. This
Yes.
It's going to change my reservations.
This party will include food trucks, live performance on the main stage by the 2013 talent contest winner Songhammer, a live DJ, tattoo artists. No confirmation if it's actual tattoos.
If it does, are we all getting GBN tattoos?
I'm not.
No.
I'm deathly afraid of needles. He's in the military, and he's a
Well,
baby.
I will pay
doesn't
total
matter.
$100 to get GBN tattooed on his ass.
Cody, I know that doesn't matter. I'm just making up excuses.
Total would just do it just for free.
I would pay for the tattoo and give him $100 to get that tattooed on his ass.
Best
But,
part.
but Total would do it for free, so you
Best
wouldn't have to.
part. You don't require a BlizzCon ticket to attend this anniversary party.
Well, that would make sense considering it's outside and you're not really locked out of outside.
That is very true. But it's a nice little tidbit if you're going to be in the Anaheim area on Friday night and you want to, hang out around there.
I'm going to be in the Anaheim area tomorrow at noon.
More like 1 p.m., but good effort.
12:30.
I don't show up till midnight.
Zista, I can also confirm that the card back is in Hearthstone right now.
There you go.
Some people are saying that it was up last night. Hina Lover.
Well,
That's Lover.
that is lore trolling you, preventing you from giving you
Said
the card
that
back.
he has the card set up and that it was last night, and I was on earlier this morning. I was on again this afternoon. And I didn't have any card back, so
Like I said, that's lore trolling you.
unless it didn't have a pop-up, unless it was just sitting in the settings folder, I didn't go into the settings to check.
They could be rolling out the card back.
Maybe.
It's possible that it's just going out. Yeah, they don't want to drop it on there on everybody at once. Whatever. So we have a big question, and it's bolded and highlighted question. What are we all anticipating for
Okay.
BlizzCon?
So, we've already gotten
We'll
two
start with
trademarks.
Cody.
We've already gotten two trademarks kind of hinted at, which one was Eye of Ajara, which I'm still going with Hearthstone expansion.
That's what a lot of people are going with. It seems to be the popular hype for.
I mean,
that
there's a whole
trademark.
write-up on Hearthpwn.com. If you go
Explain
there, They literally state how the eye of Ashara was recently added in during the Cataclysm, and the eye is the goblin starting, or not starting. Yeah,
it doesn't.
it's not the starting zone, but it's the transition period that you go from the Isles of what is, I forget the name of the isle.
Kazan.
But isn't it ironic
Yeah.
how the card back for this month is
ironic.
goblins?
Yeah, exactly. And the card back is goblins. A lot of popular Hearthstone streamers have been receiving blueprints for different mechanical schematics, and they're saying that the theme of this Hearthstone expansion could quite possibly be mechanical, because they did say there will be an overarching theme for it.
So,
All right.
and then the second one was Overwatch, which I still think is like, I don't know, some new bot.
Yeah.
program.
It sounds like a
Catch
new,
bots.
an anti-cheating program or something. It would fit, the name, or it could be something completely.
Could be a new
different.
IP. Could be a completely new IP out of nowhere. It could
Or
be a tower defense game for all we know.
Yeah, or
Blizzard could be making their own Plants vs Zombies for mobile, tower defense kind of game.
I have no idea what it could be, honestly. As far as trademarks go, we have a reminder here that Dark Below was trademarked by Activision, and apparently it's going to be
Destiny, right?
a Destiny
Yes.
expansion.
It's the
Right.
first expansion.
Good job, everybody in WoW. It's like, oh, the Dark Below. Wrong game.
Well, you know what? Yeah, well, they saw Activision. Activision's the parent company for both, so what are you going to do?
Speculate.
At least for me, when it comes to the BlizzCon, this is my first BlizzCon.
Yes.
I think I'm just more excited to meet everybody, to be honest. There's a couple personalities I really want to meet there.
Good luck.
Right, good luck.
If you're looking to meet any of the personalities, you want to be at the Wowhead party.
Yes.
Like, we already know Jesse Cox is going to be there for sure. He tweeted that out earlier. I don't know exactly who everybody else who's going to be there. I'm going to assume Tali's going to be there, but they were last year, so.
Yeah. At least from watching you guys last year, to the difference between last year and this year, there's just so many people from GBN going this year. So many people that I talk to on a daily basis. So, I mean, I know what their faces look like, but to see them in person, I'm just, and just to
I
hang
got
out.
it.
I mean, I have no clue what total deletion looks like, so.
None.
I
Like
got
that.
it. I
You
got it.
Go. What do you got, Cody? Go for it.
So every year, someone eventually makes it into the pool.
Shit,
It's gonna
no,
be
please.
it's gonna be total
Oh my god.
before the night even ends, because he's gonna hug so many people too many times that someone's gonna get fed up and toss him into the pool.
That's just a joke, okay? The hug thing's just a joke. It's the
That
No.
would be amazing.
He's still getting tossed into the pool, because you know what happens to the people that get tossed into the pool? They get thrown out.
They get free drinks.
They get thrown out.
What? No, don't. Not
See,
even funny.
well, last year one person went in the pool, and that was when the fire marshal was throwing everybody out anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I think that's why they expanded it this year.
In chat, see, it's closed this year. Good.
they actually covered it this year. That seemed like a smart idea.
They'll open it
Serene.
somehow.
That still
Serene
does.
says the pool is covered this year, can't get in the pool. Challenge accepted.
No,
Yeah,
no.
I was gonna say, that doesn't make any of us stop trying to throw total onto hard concrete. So,
Ouch. It's not nice. Anyway,
well, then fill the pool.
what am I excited for? This will be my third BlizzCon.
What?
I don't know.
Veteran.
Yeah, meeting people.
Third-
I've met half of the people from Gamebreaker Nation who are going,
Because we all went last year.
and meeting a whole bunch more that are going this year. I'm excited because we're getting there tomorrow. Lactarded in chat says she's getting there tomorrow, and she's bringing games, which
Well, good. You can all join me at midnight while I sit in line and play those games with me.
that would actually be fun. 2 a.m. sitting out there online. Oh god,
I'm bringing a jacket. It's gonna be cold.
I'm bringing a tent. I'm camping out.
he's camping with a tent.
I don't know what to pack. Because I live in Washington, and it's torrential downpour right now.
Well, let's
But-
see. It was like 60 to 70 degrees today. It's supposed to be 80
so I can
degrees.
still wear a sweater then. Yeah,
It's
that's
supposed
fine.
to be 80 degrees for BlizzCon,
Sweater.
but it's also like 40 to 50 degrees at night. So
Yeah, the temperature really fluctuates. It goes, like he just said, from anywhere from like 40 to 60-ish at night to upwards of like 83 during the day. Last year, I believe it hit 90 at one point.
I think it got close to 90, yeah. And Lactarded in chat is also saying it's supposed to be 90.
Yeah.
And bring tennis shoes.
So
Yes.
basically, bring layers of clothing.
Like 20 shirts so you can save seats.
What really helps is if you guys have a backpack or something, you are allowed to bring backpacks into the convention. So you could bring like a sweatshirt or a sweater or something with you, and then put it on when you leave BlizzCon because you're gonna need it then.
Let me give you a suggestion for the backpacks or any bags in general. For the first day, don't bring it at the beginning.
Why? Because I have a messenger bag.
Because
They gotta search you.
They have to search your bag,
I
so
don't
it only
mind.
it slows you down to get your
From
good
getting a
seats.
seat. Yeah.
You're not
That's what
gonna.
you're there
so-
for.
You don't make it to my seat, I'm giving it up.
There is that.
Or you could do what I do: bring an empty backpack, and then you just literally
Yeah,
hold it in
just-
front of
just-
them, and they're like, "Boop," and you just run through.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Okay, I'll
There
probably
is
do
that.
Or we can just
Because
You know,
my first thing I'm gonna do is after the opening ceremonies is to go to that merch. I'll get all the merchandise I want
Why didn't you just order it on the?
because I
Pre-order
want the
store.
experience. I want to be there.
You want the experience of missing all the cool shit going on
That's-
to stand in a 2-hour line at the
that-
merchandise store?
That is a BlizzCon novice for you.
Yep.
That's what I did the first time I
BlizzCon
went. So. Yep.
I did not do that the first time I went. I waited till the last day when everything was sold out.
You pretty much
It's-
we could have definitely gone during the Blink-182 concert.
A lot of things would have been sold out.
Say it ain't so. I will not go.
Turn the lights off.
Carry me home.
I'm gonna need to.
No.
The way you were drinking last year.
Me, I was fine.
Hey,
You were the one who was
I'm gonna get
serving people.
smashed.
You were the one who was
Smashed.
serving people at Denny's, eating food off of random plates as they were being bussed off the tables, and then just in.
Now, mind you, the random food I was eating off plates had nothing to do with people that even went to BlizzCon. It was literally random people.
And he was just
This is
sitting
a-
at people's tables and introducing himself.
This is a great way to segue into Zisticon. This is
Yeah,
exactly what happens.
We're going to mention Zisticon based off this guy right here. What we call Zisticon is, it started as a lowly visit to Denny's after the Wowhead party last year.
We were all very heavily intoxicated leaving the Wowhead party. And
Oh, yeah. I had
the
trouble
worst
walking.
thing to do, especially for novice drinkers, the worst thing to do is to go to bed full of alcohol. Cody can testify. The next morning, he woke up with possibly the worst hangover. Sophist was the other one who did not attend Denny's with us last year. He was
Because
also
he and I were both smashed.
Yes,
we both
exactly.
had drinks in our
We-
hand.
we were much worse than you, and we went to Denny's after we filled our stomach full of nice greasy food to absorb all that
You know
alcohol.
what? Here's the thing.
And it worked perfect.
However bad we were, Sophist, every time I saw him at the party, which was like every 20 minutes, his
Yeah,
beer
okay.
had magically refilled itself, or so it seemed. I
It was
never
that-
saw him online. I
it was
never
that-
saw him getting it.
It was that everlasting keg from Brewfest.
Like,
That's
he
what-
would
that's
drink
what
it.
we had.
I would see him, his beer would be this full, and then he'd drink it while I'm standing there. Next time I see him, it's full again.
Yeah.
So that, but yeah, all of us who went to Denny's, we were not hungover the next morning. I woke up feeling
I
like
hope-
$1,000,000.
I hope the panda's there this year so we can get a picture with the panda again. And like,
So-
except Sophis isn't going to be there for someone to randomly grab his hand and scream out, "Whose hand is this? It's so soft!"
No, but okay. So for the Denny's that we go to, in case you're not with the group of us or you want to come, because
Next time
I believe the World of Podcasts party is also going on at the same time as the Wowhead party. So I know there's going to be a lot of split people. There's going to be people jumping back and forth between both of them. So anybody who doesn't make it to one or the other party,
Can make it to Zisticon.
the best way to describe the Denny's that we're going to, because I'm terrible with directions, is you go and put your back to the Disneyland Ferris wheel facing the Annabella, and take a right and just follow that street straight down until you run into Denny's.
Or
Just
if you're
like-
standing in front of the Annabella looking at Disneyland, make
Well,
a left.
There's, yeah, whatever.
And what? Asked to be seated by Zista?
I probably will seat you.
He
I
would.
probably will seat you. Just look for. I'm gonna be wearing my pink hat for the majority of BlizzCon, because this hat makes you so super noticeable.
It really does.
Like I can't. What was it? Mike and his wife Omi came down to visit 3 weeks ago, and we went to like a haunted thing at an amusement park, and we were all over the place. And every time they lost me, because I don't stay in one spot. I'm all over the place.
Pink
And
hat.
Every time they lost me, they're like, "There he is!" And it was easy. It's great. So
You're also tall too.
So yeah, I'm tall. I'm gonna stand out. So if you guys are looking for me, if you're going, you're gonna recognize me instantly. I guarantee you, I'm gonna be the only guy wearing a pink hat.
He's tall, lanky. He looks like Zista.
Pink
I
hat.
guarantee you, I'm gonna be the only guy wearing a pink hat. So
All right,
What
then.
if I'm wearing a pink hat?
do it.
Both of you wear a pink hat. You're both tall. You're both
Anybody
lanky.
who wears a pink hat at BlizzCon is only gonna do it because I said that I was gonna be the only one there. So there's that.
There is that.
Fine.
Oh my god, this is going to be so much to do again. I'm just going to be all over the place. And then going to come home and sleep for a full 24 hours, hopefully.
Lucky.
Mm-hmm.
No, I doubt it. Probably have work on Monday. Anyway, I guess we could pick up the BlizzCon talk in a bit, and there'll be stuff thrown in here. We do have some World of Warcraft news, as always, because the game is constantly being added to or changed. So,
Now, not the last year.
now, yeah. Last year's been boring crap. Now, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, we're just going to keep doing all this pre-Warlord stuff. But there was a Dark Moon Fair update. And a couple new events added, one of which is the Blazing Wings toy for completing the Brood of Elisrazor achievement, which has you fly around on flaming wings and doing that part of the Elisrazor fight, basically. Fly through flaming rings, and yeah, I think you got to fly through 50 in one go to get the achievement.
I'm almost sure there's exactly 50, so you have to time it in a way that you're not going to leave one ring off to the side that you're not going to be able to get, because I believe you have it's 6 to 8 seconds, I think, somewhere in that range to be able to get to the next ring. So you definitely have to plan around that. I know Wowhead has a really good video. Tutorial for that.
I used to do that every time we killed Elisrazor, and that was fun. New toys also. The Haunted Memento toy. No idea what that does.
The Haunted Memento toy, it basically functions like the old Haunted Memento used to do from the Lich King Nax event.
Right,
it wasn't this toy. The item never existed in the original 60 version. So anybody that said that they got it back then is straight up lying to you. It only came out for the Wrath of the Lich King Nax event, and it was an item that you could hold on to, and it would have a ghost follow you around, like a little black shade of Naxxramas ghost.
That's what it used to be.
And then you can right click the thing and it would throw it, and you'd actually lose the item, and it would go to somebody else, and they'd have it in their inventory, and it would follow them around. Recently, this last patch actually, in fact, that item no longer has any flavor text. It no longer has any status effects. To my knowledge, the ghost doesn't even follow you around anymore. It's just a regular white item.
Wait. The original one?
The original one, because I still have one on my bank.
Yes, I have mine too.
Yeah, I still have mine on my bank, and it literally does nothing. I looked around, I didn't see the ghost. So if the ghost is supposed to still follow you, it's glitched. But this basically has the same effect, but I believe you get to throw it on people.
Yeah,
So,
I think it causes them to be haunted.
yeah.
All right, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's only, 90 tokens at the Dark Moon Fair?
I think that's what I saw. It said 90. Other toys, the Ring of Broken Promises, which is a Blood Elf disguise toy. And there are the
Fortunately, you can't get that until level 100. I have the quest item to turn it in, but it says you are not high enough level.
Right, and then the following items are now classified as toys. The Flimsy Yellow Balloon, the Dark Moon Whistle, Moonfang's Paw, and Moonfang's Shroud.
Yeah,
And
The whistle, I just want to point out the Flimsy Yellow Balloon, you can go there, you can buy that for 10 silver. The Dark Moon Whistle is also purchasable for 90 tickets. However, you have a chance to get it out of the Dark Moon prize bags. So if you are a patient person, you could just get it for free out of those and keep building up tokens and save them for when they inevitably update the Dark Moon Fair for more things, or save your tickets for heirlooms or whatever you want to do.
Serene in chat is correcting us. It is a Fel Blood Elf that you do get disguised as.
I want it now.
And we mentioned Moonfang. Speaking of Moonfang, he was updated to level 103. Also known as boss level for Warlords. Servers were forming groups of 100-plus players to take him down. Apparently it was a major pain in the ass, but it was doable. But he has since been hotfixed back to level 90.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
awesome.
That's stupid.
And
No.
Moonfang isn't the only one that was hotfixed to level 90. The Dark Moon Rabbit and
No, the evil bunny
Really?
must be evil. And
yeah, the Dark
be
Moon Rabbit
insta-killed.
was updated back to 90, and I believe the ads around Moonfang that are summoned you have to kill to summon Moonfang are reduced to 90 as well.
So
That was hilarious on my server.
they jumped
It
the
was just-
gun.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, I think, logically I could see it's like, okay, everything's updated, then Dark Moon Fair drops before the expansion. It's like, oh, hey guys, we updated it, and we didn't think ahead that this would come out before everybody was level 100. Maybe we should fix this.
It was like Undasta.
Yeah, that's what
Everyone
Crone-
just died.
Crone in chat is saying he logged over to his Haunted Memento character, and the ghost still follows him around. So, like I said, it could have been just glitched on my end, whatever, but he said he also still has a buff that says Haunted. I didn't actually see a buff. I didn't look for the buff, but the item itself doesn't have any text on it.
Oh, good right now too.
And then, also, Dark Moon Fair is currently the only source for level 85 heirlooms, including weapons and offhands.
I'm curious if it's going to stay that way.
I don't know. I mean, only being able to get them once a month? I don't know if I like that.
You could build up about 90 a month.
Oh, yeah, you can easily build that up. Just, I don't
And
know.
don't forget, they're eventually going into a tab, so it's not like you have to mail this piece back and forth. I think they said, the first minor content patch for Warlords is going to include the heirloom tab?
Supposedly. Hopefully they keep that, because I have
So
heirlooms scattered where I can't get them right now.
It's not completely unreasonable, because those are items you're going to keep forever. I mean, they would much rather have it more convenient where you could purchase it for gold or currency more readily available at any given time, but I mean, it's still not the worst way to get them.
Yeah. Now,
Argent
also-
Tournament still sells them, somebody Goofy just said.
Yeah, I see that. Okay. That's, okay. Argent Tournament.
I didn't even know the
still
Argent Tournament. I think the Argent Tournament has, like, specific ones. I don't think it's the...
I think they're related to the Argent Tournament. Like,
I think they still have the weapons at Argent Tournament. That's what they still have.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. I haven't been up there since Wrath. So,
I haven't either. I got all the mounts and pets and I haven't been back.
I got a whole bunch of the things there, and yeah, that was it. So that's that for Dark Moon Fair. The Day of the Dead just happened. So, what'd you guys think of the new content added? If you got to play it, which unfortunately pre-BlizzCon I did not have time to. The Luchador outfit was added, and the outfit can be used all year long, and it is allowed for PvP with other players.
That was
that's
the
better
first
than the costume.
first thing as soon as it ticked down is I made sure I went and got the costume, and about 100 other people had the same idea as me. It still took me like 2 hours and having Total come down and be my dedicated healer.
Sit there, alt tab, total.
Yeah, because you have a debuff on you which reduces healing effects by 100%. And the item itself is on a 1 minute cooldown, so I'd go and fight until I was about to die. I would click the debuff off, which means they can't kill you once the debuff is off. Total would just heal me up to full in a half second, and then I'd put the thing back on. And as long as my health didn't drop really quickly for another minute, I could keep doing that endlessly. And it took about 2 hours to get all 50 kills for the achievement.
I just spent like the first 20 minutes healing you while you were fighting people. Like, why is he not going up? What's going on here?
Yeah.
100% reduction. Oh crap! Why
Oh,
not
that'll
this
do it.
earlier?
Yeah, it makes it you impossible to heal. It's interesting changes, that's all I gotta say. At least now it's an event, like...
From what I heard, a lot of people were going down to Hala in the Grand, and they were fighting there and earning marks that way.
Yeah, that's a good way
Same faction marks you're able to earn that way. I don't know if that was ever hotfixed, but...
It might not have been. That's a pretty cool thing to do, though. Kill two birds with one stone.
Yep.
But anyway, interesting event. This isn't exactly... Well, it is World of Warcraft news. The Warlords of Draenor beta is done. It ended yesterday.
Hey!
The GM... It basically... Yeah, I have the whole page of pictures here ready to queue up of the chaos. The GMs came in and... There were whale sharks flying through the air of Orgrimmar at one point. We'll just go with that. So, here we go. End of beta. Here you see Zorbix the Insane. He's a giant Illidan. And forgive the We're just going to scroll through it. So here we have people all mounting up on firehawks of different colors to make pretty awesome symbols. I think they were trying to make the peace sign here at one point. Then we have the Eye of Cthulhu just floating around. Lady Vosh is there. There's Deathwing. Yeah, let's keep
Evermaw from the Timeless Isle.
Mm-hmm. Is that the Eye of Cthulhu? That's the Eye of Cthulhu.
Yep.
Yep. And here, look, here's the whale sharks flying through Orgrimmar with Ragnaros on the ground, burning people.
Lich King was there.
Did Ragnaros have legs?
I believe at one point he may have. There's the Shah of Anger outside the gates. Evermaws, a whole bunch of Evermaws. I know at one point they spawned in Elwyn Forest like dozens of the snails from Throne of Thunder that would one-shot you, and a giant one of them.
Yes. They had the Iron Stars too.
Oh, and the Iron Stars.
From the Garrosh encounter. Just
I don't know what the
floating all
hell
over
that
the place.
is. There was a point where Sylvanas was like a giant Sylvanas was walking up to the gates of Stormwind, murdering everybody.
Yeah, how the faction leaders is fighting.
Here is Rookmar, I believe. I forget.
Where's he from?
This is going to be, I think, a world boss in Warlords.
Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Let's... Tarina the Ageless. No idea where he's from. Probably the same thing. That is Deathwing's Tentacle. There's... I guess that's Varian versus Vol'jin. Sure, why not? More Deathwing Tentacles of Doom all over the place. Things on fire.
Chaos in a bottle.
This is Chaos in a bottle. It was a pretty awesome end of beta event.
Indeed, indeed.
Indeed, indeed. But that's all the pictures we have right now.
Next beta. I'll go.
Yeah, Rookmar never died, Serene says. The GM had to kill it. That's not good. But, that was that. And, you know what? End of beta events are always good. I mean, I don't think... Did they do a crazy one for Mists like this?
Not to this scale.
I don't think to this scale, right? No, so they're really hyping up Warlords pretty well right about now. And, yeah, we're going to move right along here. We normally we take live call-ins, because that's what we do. We take Twitter questions, we take call-ins, blah, blah, blah. Because of our pre-BlizzCon preparations, Dom is taking a plane with my wife and I tomorrow, so he is here, and thus we could not set up our normal call-ins. But upon hearing this is my favorite part. I'm very excited about this. Two of our usual callers... you know what? I'm just going to... I won't even intro this very well. We got a video question sent to us, knowing that we wouldn't have live call-ins, and I'm just going to play it. So, here we go, everybody.
Hello there. This is Chicken Eater, not calling live from the land of tomorrow, but from Azeroth. How do you ask? Well, magic. I have a question for you guys, but before that, I have a special treat. Say hello to my fellow questionnaires, the one, the only. You know him, introduce yourself.
Hello, Battle Talk. This is Goofy Spartan from Saudi Arabia, and I've got a question for you guys. And the question is about Proving Grounds. So, since Proving Grounds became a requirement to queue for heroic dungeons, should the people who do gold Proving Grounds and higher waves get better rewards than the people who only does the silver ones? Have a good time with the show.
And that's his question. Now it's time for mine. And it's about Blizzcon. It has recently been rumored there's a trademark called Eye of Ishara. Do you think that we will see it at Blizzcon explained, or do you think it's a hoax? And if it's a hoax, what do you think we will see at BlizzCon around the time of after the main event there? There's a time gap. That was all. Say goodbye, Goofy Spartan.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Have a great time. Bye.
And have a fun show. See you next week.
Okay, thank you. Hello. As I started replaying it, I'm very sorry for that. But thank you, Goofy and Jake, for for that. That was an experience watching that. That was pretty good, I gotta say. I love that. Just the pandas and everything. So, 2 questions. The one from Goofy, I guess we'll start with. Since Proving Grounds became required for certain endgame content, should people who get gold or higher in the Proving Grounds get better gear from the heroics than others?
I mean, hashtag gold is gold, right?
Oh, fuck. We're going back to that. Yeah, gold is gold.
I
I don't know.
I don't like Proving Grounds just because you
They were
can't.
fun.
There's no AI when it comes to real ratings, so you can't really account for that.
No,
They're
giving
fun.
better gear. Okay, it's already a requirement to go into endgame to do like heroic dungeons and stuff like that. To give better gear for people who get gold and whatever, I can see as like an incentive to work for gold, but I just think that alienates the player base. I don't think they should do it.
Give them a transmog set. Give them a mount.
Yeah.
Give them something like that.
Something
I think there should be
cosmetic.
rewards.
Something cosmetic.
Yeah,
There
I definitely
were-
think there should be rewards.
There used to be rewards in Mists. If you got level past wave 30 in endless mode after getting gold, you would get, your title would be so-and-so the proven healer or the proven tank.
Right.
So there was your incentive, a pretty wicked title that, I think I only got to... I didn't try many times. I think I got to wave 8 at one point in Endless, and it was just... I didn't have the time to keep going. I mean, once you learned how they were, you could probably figure it out pretty easily and get through it, and there were probably guides out there I could have read. But, no, I got my gold on my Enhancement Shaman, and I was happy.
What if, okay, maybe not gear per se, I guess it would be gear still. What if you got gold or higher, you maybe got an extra roll that week? Like, what were they, this
No.
tier?
No.
Forces.
I think that gives too much of an advantage. Then it would make everybody required to do it.
Yeah.
It needs to be something optional.
Yeah, I mean, you're already required to get silver, which, if it's as difficult as it was in Mists, it's
Silver's
not hard.
No, silver's not difficult.
As long as you can play your class average, competently, basically. If you know your class and you can perform its rotation, and you might have to blow a cooldown here or there, but if you can perform your class's rotation and not stand in the bad and things like that, you can get silver easily. It may only take you 1 try. So, yeah, that's reasonable. But as far as extra gear, I don't think that's a good idea. Just give a title.
In chat, there was such class disparity in level 91s. They can't offer rewards if they didn't fix it, which I believe they nailed down a lot better. I can't say it's 100% fixed because there's always going to be one class that's better in a certain area than others. They did a fairly decent job of keeping them all fairly close, but like I said, there's always going to be one that excels.
Right, and there was an achievement, you're doing it wrong. You get a silver in something your spec isn't meant to do.
Get,
and
like, the tank do DPS or something,
Yeah,
tank spec do DPS.
I did DPS. I got a silver in DPS as a discipline priest, because at the time it was very easy to do so.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there was, you're really doing it wrong. Get a gold, which I didn't try.
It's counterintuitive.
It's like having a rogue run around and try to bandage all the things to heal them up. It's just, that's not going to happen.
Have a rogue.
There's some classes it just doesn't work with. The rogue could probably pull off the tanking one with evasion and, different mechanics, recuperate and prep and different things like that to keep
stuns and
waterfalling
things like
your
that.
effects. Yeah, so, but there's just certain classes that you can't do certain things with, and it's always going to be that way.
So hopefully they do fix that, because it would only be fair. And then moving on to Jake's question, I guess. Eye of Ashara. Will we see it at BlizzCon, and is it a possible hoax? I mean, we talked about this a little bit.
And we will see it.
It will definitely see it.
See,
There's like that 1% chance it's still a hoax, but I really doubt it.
Yeah. I think it was Can't Heals or Cody was arguing this. I still think it could be an expansion to WoW.
I don't think it's going to be a WoW expansion. If another possibility that was going out, I saw Roe was actually the first one to tweet it out, but I definitely thought of it too at the time, was could be a Warcraft 4 announcement.
Oh yeah, that could be it too.
Nope.
Don't be so quick to shoot it down.
No,
Yeah.
I'm leaning
No.
more toward Hearthstone, but there's a possibility
Yep.
it could be one of the other two.
it's Hearthstone. It's not going to be a Warcraft 4. They're not going to do Warcraft 4 because right now it makes no sense to do an RTS for Warcraft when they've got World of Warcraft going around.
Warcraft's
Second-
not going anywhere, so you can keep that argument up for the next 10 years.
Exactly. So we're not going to see a Warcraft 4 for the next 4
No,
10
that
years.
doesn't mean we're not going to have a Warcraft 4 in the next 10 years. That's not
I
what
don't see him.
My only reason to think it wouldn't be an expansion for WoW is, well, we disagreed about this too, but if they announce it at BlizzCon, I don't see it as a bad thing for them to announce the next expansion so early, especially if they're going with their whole we want to push content faster.
I do.
It's possible. It's possible. You know, it could be. It could
I
hurt
see
them.
issues with it. I see issues with it.
But and then I see issues with it if it's Eye of Ajara. I think they're pushing the Ajara storyline too quickly. Because I mean, think about it. We have Ajara still out there. We have the old gods that are still messing around, and then we have Burning Legion and Sargeras that are still out there. And they're claiming they're going to go for 10 years still. That's quote unquote 10 expansions. I don't know. It's a toss up. I'd love it. That'd be amazing.
They're not gonna announce the next. It's not gonna be the next WoW expansion because them announcing the next WoW expansion before their
Current expansion.
current expansion is even released tells me that Blizzard has no faith in their expansion coming out right now.
I don't know if it's
Be seen that way, yeah.
It's about faith, but I can see that angle.
I don't know. I'm on the fence with that one. I could kind of understand that. It makes sense to not do it before your product is released. But at the same time, if they are looking to do the yearly timetable, it's either they make the announcement early at this BlizzCon, or they don't make the announcement at BlizzCon and make it at like PAX or something, and then
Here's my-
playable demo, and because it would come out almost the same time next year if they're going for the yearly release. I don't think
Here's
that's the
my-
case. I think they're going to go for a year and a half timetable for this expansion. And I could see the announcement for it at next BlizzCon, and then maybe it not coming out until the spring.
Here's my bold prediction for this next expansion for World of Warcraft. BlizzCon 2015, they'll announce the next expansion with beta for all attendees. And the game will launch spring 2016. The beta will indeed, and the beta will go live during BlizzCon.
Yeah. It's right now. I mean, we don't know. I mean, we could speculate until we're
That's
blue in the
my
face at this
bold
point.
prediction.
I'm not going to rule out the fact that we're going to get an expansion announcement. I'm going to say it is unlikely, but I'm not going to rule it 100% out.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with saying it's highly unlikely, but there is always that chance that they may say, "Hey, guess what? Warlords of Draenor is out next week. You already know what's gonna happen. You pretty much know who the end boss of the expansion is gonna be. Once he's dead, you're gonna have to deal with this."
They can tease it and not give us all the features and the class lineup. They can do that.
Yeah,
they can
could
tease
just
it.
tease the name and be like, if it's like, I have a Shara, and that's it. You speculate for the next 6 months, and then they drop like, by the way, there's going to be a new hero class or a new race or none of that crap, and
Nah, they won't do hero classes anymore.
I did see this today on Reddit when I was looking this up earlier. Someone was kind of like what Serena was saying too, like 2 tiers is expansion, 1 year expansion. Someone was correlating it with they just redid a couple old instances. One of them was Black Fathom Depths, and it has a huge old god kind of influence now, tentacles and everything all over the place, all over the walls. Now their question is, now why would they do that? We're going into Draenor right now. Everything's pushing forward to Draenor. Why do you update an old, level 20, 30 instance?
early
So they're kind
20s.
of and so they're kind of correlating with like
Yeah, though,
Ajara.
they just
and
do
Zara.
random ones. Not necessarily random. They end up tying them into whatever the next expansion is. So it doesn't necessarily even have to be a Shara. Like, what dungeon was that you said?
Black Fathom,
Black Fathom Deeps?
Deeps, yeah.
So I mean, there were a lot of Naga and stuff in Outland. Like, we know that they carried on to there. We dealt with Lady Vosh, and
But
there is a story there. I know that there's no Naga currently in Draenor,
Right.
but that's not to say that by the end of the expansion, our outcomes couldn't have created Naga or something and have them overflow into our timeline and have to deal with that. I don't really know, because
I mean,
the Naga get called, right? They're called by
they
the
go
queen.
With, they go with Illidan.
Illidan is the one who
Illidan's-
takes them out there, yeah.
Yeah,
Illidan isn't completely ruled out as dead either. They said that that's a character they would like
Right.
to bring back. So,
Yes.
I mean,
when demons go into the Twisting Nether, we don't know what happens to them because the Twisting Nether is a place, right? So they go to the Twisting Nether. That's not to say that they are dead. That's not to say you can't bring them out of the Twisting Nether.
it's sort of like a, I don't know, Twisting Nether. It's like a sub-dimension
Right.
in
Yeah.
space, basically. It's not
So-
space,
Like
but
split-
it's
Hyperspace.
it's like subspace or something like that. I don't know how you want to equate it to other popular sci-fi stuff.
So if they go with Queen Ashara, I'm pretty much guaranteeing we're going to see Illidan again in that expansion.
Yeah. As far as the next expansion, I mean, we already know. Spoiler alert here. It's been revealed that Grom Hellscream is the final boss of Warlords, and that the final raid is going to have a heavy Burning Legion influence to it. My theory is we're gonna screw up. We're gonna fuck his plans up. Ironhoard's gonna die. We're gonna fix this whole problem. Go back to our timeline, leave this timeline behind, but before we close the portal or whatever, that universe, that timeline's Archimond is going to break his way through.
We're just gonna mess up a whole other timeline. That's exactly what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
We're
Or-
gonna mess everything up.
I
The
don't know.
most
That's-
likely scenario I see at this point is while we're wasting our time in the past, is the Burning Legion is still forming. They're still, like, we already had the Timeless Isle, right? We had that dragon that's, I don't remember his name, but he already said, and Rathion even said the Burning Legion. There's no Burning Legion in Draenor.
Well,
It's-
wasting our time in the
it's not true.
past.
It's not
Here's
true.
the thing: you got to realize though the way time works. Garrosh Hels, like him and Kairos, the Bronze Dragon, they go through to the other timeline, and 5 seconds later they're coming back out with this massive army. So we go in to fix all this. When we come back after fixing it all, 10 seconds could have gone by. A week could have gone by. We don't know how long could have gone by in our timeline. So
It's like the TARDIS just happens to drop you whenever it wants
we may not be wasting time in the past fixing this. So
I got a plot twist. What if our fight with Garrot or Grom in that raid destroys the dark portal and we're never allowed to come back out of that timeline?
Well, we destroy the spoiler. We destroy the dark portal, the Tanan jungle, because what the Blasted Lands is now for new characters, the whole quest line, that's what Tanan is. Every time you go into Draenor, you have to do this little giant story event where you go around seeing all the war chiefs and everything. So we destroy it. That's one of the cutscenes. Is we destroy it.
and
I'll
we're
tell you how.
yeah.
So
I won't tell you how, but we're stuck over there for a while.
yeah, but there,
until you
there-
use your Hearthstone.
there actually
I
are-
use Astro Recall. Get it right.
there is actually, again, spoiler alert. There is Burning Legion in Draenor.
But they're not super prominent. Like, yeah, we have
yeah, they're not.
we have the one in the cutscene, like we've seen the big
Manor.
the Manorock dude.
What the
so-
big thing is, Shattrath City. When you quest through there, it's actually Shattrath City that's been taken over by the
Right.
Burning Legion.
Mhm.
Right.
So they're there, sitting there.
Right,
Right.
but they're not as massive and as prominent as they were when Kill Jaden was trying to come through the Sunwell.
Nope. No.
So-
Yep. Exactly. But yeah, Manoroth is dead. That's going to probably catch the attention of Archimond, who is his immediate superior. And yeah.
They just said calling it now Ural is a Dreadlord. So I tweeted it earlier on Reddit again.
Ural is a
Just love
Dreadlord.
Reddit. If Dreadlords like Balthazar or Tichondrius,
Oh,
Mal'Ganis.
I don't know who posted it. The theory, I read it earlier that
Yes, it was me. It was.
Oh, it was
someone,
you.
someone had said, "What if Ural is actually Archimon or Kil'jaeden's daughter?" Because she references
Velen as uncle.
And then someone corrected me saying, "Well,
But-
they're not actually brothers."
No,
But
they're not actually brothers. They were three members of the ruling council or whatever. They were the three most powerful Draenei at the time.
I think we need to get the red shirt guy on our podcast.
We really do.
yeah, because they just hint she has a dark story.
But yeah, Velen was the one who denied, infinite power, and Kil'jaeden and Archimon took it.
Yep.
So
Well, it doesn't. Well, spoiler alert: if you play the Alliance side, doesn't Velen die in their timeline?
again, alternate timeline doesn't mean a thing. At the end of the day.
And it's no
Our
longer
Velen.
Velen. And Velen is no longer the leader of the Draenei. It's some chick.
Well,
Back to the Future thing when they go back and drop like Biff goes back, steals the DeLorean, takes the almanac, brings it to himself in 1984, 80, whatever it was, 80, whatever. I don't know, 1980. I'm just I don't know.
80s.
And then he goes into the future and drops it back off to when just before he took it, but he wouldn't be able to travel back to that future, and Marty and Doc would have been stranded there. Like he couldn't ever get back to that future. So it's a whole paradox in itself. It never could have happened. That's what this alternate timeline is dealing the same thing. You kill him, it's not going to matter. It doesn't affect our timeline.
So what if we get stuck in this timeline? Like I'm saying,
We're not.
I don't think we're
pretty
gonna
much
get
in the
What
press interview.
if-
In the press interview last year, I know because Mike Shaftnet was in it, and we had a big discussion about this in the when they were doing Legendary, actually, in Gary's hotel room. And he said that we weren't going to do anything in that timeline that was going to alter ours to have ramifications.
When we were doing Legendary in Gary's hotel room, when you interrupted the show halfway through because they wouldn't let you upstairs.
Well, no, the reason I missed in the first place is because I was outside talking to Chris Metzen.
I know why you missed it.
what a name dropper. I'm jealous.
I just thought it was hilarious.
I got a picture with him.
Yes. We know, so did I.
I don't know. There's so many outcomes that can happen in Draenor. Like that's why I really want. And I guess it's a spoiler if they tell us what the next expansion is. BlizzCon. Maybe I don't want it now.
It cannot be at the same time. I mean, if they're vague enough about it.
I really wish for Mists of Pandaria they never told us. They told us it was going to be Garrosh,
Yeah.
because you wouldn't have like everybody's like, oh yeah, you totally will. No, you would not have seen this coming for Garrosh if they didn't announce it until Siege of Orgrimmar hit PTR. If they did not say a word who the end boss was, yes, you would see Garrosh becoming more and more of a dick, and you would have been like, damn, I hate this dude. Even as the Horde, you hated this guy. And as it
Garrosh for
progressed,
president.
you would have been shell-shocked to find out the final boss was Garrosh. So I'm with you guys. I don't want it spoiled. Unfortunately, they have to. It's what sells, so they have to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
No, annual passes sell.
All right, you SS. Yeah, I would rather stuff not be spoiled, but in the end, whatever. I mean, telling me that Grom Hellscream is the final boss of this expansion, it makes sense when you think about it.
Not a
Somewhat.
shocker.
Yeah,
Garrosh, like I said, it was you would not have saw that at all. Would not have saw it coming.
Right, so Grom's not a shocker, and just the details. I don't want the fine details spoiled for me, that's all.
I think they need to stop telling us who the final boss is going to be. That's really just.
There is. I mean, Wrath of the Lich King.
But we'll know
Come
on
on.
the box. We'll know on the box.
Yeah, Wrath of the Lich King, it was pretty obvious who the
Well,
final boss was.
so was
Same
Burning
category.
Crusade.
Not really. Well,
Yeah, it was
not
Illidan.
really. It was
No,
Illidan.
It was a Blood Elf.
You knew that it was Illidan just from the cinematic.
Right.
Oh, that's true.
You're right.
Because the Blood Elf and Draenei are on the box. That's right.
And then, I mean, Wrath
Final
of the Lich
boss, it was
King,
Kill
it was
Jaden.
obvious.
Oh my god. Sunwell doesn't count, man. That was
Sunwell
a filler.
definitely counts.
Sunwell-
No, well then fine.
Didn't have
The Lich King doesn't count because we had Ruby Sanctum.
Yeah, Halion. There you go.
No, there was no new tier of gear at that point. Sunwell had an actual tier.
So what? It's another raid.
Oh, God, guys.
Side grades at best.
Just,
Well, no,
TOC
Sunwell
was
wasn't a new
fun.
so
tier.
some of them
Sunwell,
upgrade.
Sunwell had upgrades, but it just added on to Tier 6, didn't it? Because you got most of Tier 6 in
There was
other
a whole new
places.
set of tier gear in Sunwell, wasn't there?
No, it just added...
It was
made,
off pieces.
No?
It was like the belt.
It just added the belt.
It added 3 pieces
wrist.
to Tier
Maybe
6.
I'm just blacking out because I banged my head against Maru forever that I'm just like so
Who
upset
didn't?
at that instance that I never want to go in there again.
Who didn't bang their heads
Well, you could
against
probably
Muru
just
for a
solo it
while?
now, so get your frustration out now.
Felmist was our
I have
gigantic
no
cockblock.
reason to go back there. I had Thoradol on my rogue, and I have the achievement for it, and there's no reason to ever step foot in that instance again.
Yeah, I know. It was fun, but it was hard. It was a... Oh, boy. Don't want to do that shit again.
I missed that.
I had your wife in the
I missed
background
that
whispering,
whole.
No, there was no tier gear there. No.
You better listen, she'll smack you.
Open mouth, insert foot.
Open mouth, insert foot. But,
Foot mouth disease.
that's all we got, really, for World of Warcraft tonight.
No more next week.
Oh, we'll have God, the show's probably going to be 4 hours long next week.
I hope so.
We're going to have so much information because, I mean, it's BlizzCon. Aside from being, fun and party and blah, 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 it's a gigantic info dump. I mean, we're going to probably have StarCraft news next week. Legacy of the Void.
I'm pretty much going to guarantee we're going to get Legacy of the Void.
They're going to be in the opening ceremony. It's going to be like, Legacy of the Void. And then a date is just going to flash across the screen.
There is a StarCraft panel about what's next or something like that. I'm going to try to attend that.
I'm hoping to attend that, too. I'm going to try to shoot for... I mean, all the panels you'll be able to see online later. I'm going to try to shoot for some of the more odd panels because, I mean, the main ones... Everybody's gonna be at the main ones. They're gonna be like, you're gonna have 10 articles and transcripts of them 10 minutes after they're over.
Certain ones, I'm like the main ones. Like I'm probably gonna go to the Hearthstone panels over the Hero of the Storm panels, stuff like that. You're probably gonna end up vice versa on that.
Exactly. I'm gonna wind up at the Heroes panel.
And then whatever I don't go to see is usually what I spend my time in the hotel room doing while the puny mortals sleep at night. I end up watching the streams of all the panels from that day that I didn't see. I'll get my 1 hour sleep in that I run on every day, and then I'm fresh, ready to go, jump out, and we start the day again. And I'm probably still hungover from the next day.
Yep.
Well, not hungover, but I still feel a blood alcohol level, I should say.
So what alcohol level martini?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to get drunk the next morning, you could just open a vein and drink straight from my arm.
My God. I'm just looking at the time and thinking to myself, God damn it, in 8 hours I gotta start heading for the airport.
Yeah.
I still need to do everything I need to get done.
Alright, well,
That made sense, I know. I'm tired.
all we had was Warcraft stuff, we had BlizzCon talk, so let's get to a couple of our Twitter questions.
I already answered those on Twitter.
Yes, you did. Every single freaking one. So did Row, actually.
Row your boat.
Row.
Alright, well, let's just get them up here for whatever's sake. So, from Goblin Graphics, we have, of the announcements made at BlizzCon, which do you think will be the first to go live, not counting Warlords?
First to go live as in or live as in actual playable?
Yeah.
Hearthstone expansion.
Yes. I think
Yeah,
Hearthstone
I'll
will
go
go,
with that.
and then it'll go Hearthstone, Heroes, StarCraft,
Diablo? No.
Diablo's next expansion, whenever that happens, in 2 years.
Yeah, that. We have a question in chat. Where can I see your last episodes? You can find them on YouTube. The channel is Dead Zista.
That's me, 'cause I'm dead all the time. You can actually go on to Gamebreaker.
Yeah, Gamebreaker.tv.
Gamebreaker.tv, go to the show listing. We're listed under there. And if you can find one of those videos, click watch on YouTube, and there should be a playlist on the side that you can check out all the backlogged episodes.
There you go. Next Twitter question, moving on. This is from Sarah, one of our producers. What will you be taking on the plane / in the car for travel entertainment to and from BlizzCon? And saying Zista is a cop-out. Well, I can legitimately say...
I'm entertainment enough.
I can legitimately say Zista because he's sitting next to me on the plane.
So since I'm driving, because I live so close, I'm going to be taking a brown plastic or brown paper bag to breathe in.
Oh, okay.
So I can, get through traffic.
Hyperventilate.
Yeah.
Get through traffic, that'll do it.
I was going to say, get ready for the party.
I have my cell phone that has 3,000...
No!
How many songs is on this thing? I have... I'm going to look right now, actually.
I have...
3,267 songs preloaded on my phone. We're good to go. Put that in airplane mode. The battery's not going to drain at all. I have Mike's 3-way splitter right here for music, so all three of us can listen to my music. I have my laptop that's going to come with all the shows that we watch for our TV show podcasts, which, if you guys don't already, go subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/ASOTV podcast. For some podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows. We'll be watching all of tonight's episodes probably on the plane. Yep. And I also brought my 3DS.
And I'm bringing my PSP, which I dug out of the woodwork.
See, you don't have Smash.
Mm.
See, I'm gonna bring my 3DS because I'm flying out of Seattle, so it's only like a 2-hour flight. But,
oh my!
But me and H will be playing Smash while we're in line together.
See my face. 2-hour flight. We're on a 6-hour and 11-minute flight.
No, it's only 3 hours on the way there.
Oh yeah, you're right. Time difference. Anyway,
3-hour flights, 9 hours on the way home.
2 more. This is from Goofy Spartan. What mount are you going to use in Warlords? I'm going to be using the Iron Juggernaut.
I hate you.
I'm going to be using the reins of the Headless Horseman.
I will be using Ashes of Alar.
Fuck you all.
I'm going to be using the Phoenix Challenge Mode mounts and the Garrosh Wolf.
I hate both those.
Alright, we have 2 more questions now, because someone tweeted in a question as we speak. Oh, and what am I going to be using? Probably one of the Challenge Mode mounts that I broke my ass getting.
Because they're ground mounts now.
Yep. Alright.
Broke your ass?
Yeah, sure. From DZ315, there's an underscore in there. What do we need in order to attend ZistaCon?
Alcohol.
Low
level of
alcohol
1.0.
A bloody
Level standards.
an illegal okay, some cash, blood alcohol level that would make it illegal for you to drive or operate machinery. Low standards.
Yes, and do not drive there. Walk. It's within walking distance from
low standards.
All the parties.
Because and some lack of sanity on your part.
Low standards.
Sleep deprivation.
Sleep deprivation.
Low standards.
Yeah. And our final Twitter question.
One final thing.
What?
Cheesecake.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheesecake.
That is true.
Hopefully Mike will make it for that. Anyway, the final Twitter question. Here's my question that I'm going to preface this Twitter question for. Why the fuck are you sending in a Twitter question? You're on the show.
I do it every week.
Whatever.
But you're on the show! That makes absolutely no freaking sense whatsoever.
Here, I'm going to read the question. Now that the dawning of Warlords of Draenor is near, are you going to miss anything about Mists? Any regrets? That's from this guy.
Regrets that we didn't fire you sooner.
Why? You're here. You could have asked us the question mid-show.
Regrets for Mist of Pandaria.
You could have just
before I said I was going to be on the show. To be honest,
you could have stopped us and been like, question.
My regrets for Mist of Pandaria was waiting so long to do challenge modes because they were so much fun.
Yeah, that was.
I agree.
I did it like the last night with B. Just for
we did it the night before.
And to be honest, they weren't too hard. Like some practice, they would have been easy to get goals.
Some were pretty easy. Some were a nightmare. We sat there for 10 hours, 2 days before they went away, and ground out all of them. All 9. They were fun.
I've been saying it since Cataclysm 2. I do regret not really getting into the raiding scene. I haven't raided hardcore since Wrath. So, I always say that. Wish I did shit.
Yeah.
And I actually liked MOP. I like the Asian theme. So, I'm excited for Warlords. I don't like orcs, but whatever.
You know, I'm seeing in chat, Thadris, answer Crone's question if you haven't already. I don't see it. Probably because he didn't properly use the hashtag.
Crone used the wrong hashtag again.
Damn it, Crone.
Oh, good job.
Crone's the best at this.
I know, he's so good at this. Hold on. I will actually search him down.
He did GB Live. It's GBN Live.
Jesus Christ.
Look. His question is, here's a question for Battle Talk. Have you guys got the mount in ZA? No.
Which mount is that?
Which
Bear.
mount? The original one or the new one?
Either.
Yeah, I've got the new one.
I have the new one. I wasn't reading for the old one.
No, but what mount? The
bear, the Armani
Warbear.
Oh, hold on, let me check.
I have the Swift Rizashi Raptor from old CG, and I have the new Raptor.
Yeah, I have both of them.
All right.
What kind of question is that?
Crone, do you have the mount from ZA?
Yeah, Crone, do you have the mount?
Do you have either of the mounts?
If you don't, this is just gonna force me to find you on our server and just troll you with my mount.
I was gonna help him, but he's alliance.
No. Troll him with my mount.
The question, I'm going to fill you guys in. The question is a troll question. Me and one of my buddies were in the Game Breaker Nation Mumble one night, and we were asking about different mounts that we had because we were trying to get as many easy ones as we could to bump our totals up. And so the ZA bear came up, and for some reason we got stuck on it, and we probably mentioned it 27 times in a row. And Crone was in there, Thadris was in there, a couple people like that. And we literally would repeat, like, as soon as I'd be like, Crone, do you have the ZA bear? And he's, or do you have the ZA mount? And he goes, which one, the bear? I go, no, not the bear, the mount from ZA. And he'd be like, oh, hold on, wait, let me check. And then he'd go, yeah, I got that one. And then he would go, hey, Zista. And I'd be like, what? He goes, do you have the mount from ZA? And I'd be like, the bear? And he'd be like, no, the mount from ZA. I go, oh, hold on, let me check. And I'd be like, yeah, I got it. And then I'd be like, Crone. He'd be like, yeah.
This is why my sanity is slowly, like, draining.
So, if you guys have any indication from that conversation what the plane ride is going to be like to BlizzCon,
I'll pray for your soul, Phil. I'll pray for your soul.
I think Sully's gonna be like melted in his seat or something like that. Just from the conversations.
Wait, I just realized I'm sitting between two people.
Yeah, he's got his wife on the other side who won't be able to hit me, so she's going to hit him instead.
Yeah. I was hoping to sleep on the plane, to be honest, as much as possible, but I don't know if that's going to be in the cards. Do I have sanity left? No, Sarah, I don't. My sanity is long gone.
Yeah.
Leaked out a long time ago, but that's our show, I guess.
Oh, hold on, wait. Phil.
What?
Do you have the mount from ZA?
Which one, the bear?
No, the mount from ZA.
Hold on, let me go check. Yeah, I got it.
Oh.
I can't believe you actually checked.
I didn't. I just opened a random web page. You guys can't see that.
Well, good.
Oh, I'm being yelled at here, too. Hold on. Goofy promised Teslin great fame because he'd be in his... Here,
It
Goofy.
exists to sit in the middle so both
Here's
of
your
us can hit
picture.
him? No, that is a terrible idea, Zubair. Don't you dare go spreading propaganda.
I don't know. There's a pair. There's 3 iron juggernauts there. I showed it.
Hit all of them.
Goofy. I hate you all.
I want that
You
now.
iron juggernauts.
Whatever.
So before I get interrupted again, that's our show.
BlizzCon.
Yay!
BlizzCon. Leaving tomorrow. Leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'm going to be back again.
I get in at midnight tomorrow.
Yeah, well, you know what? At least you'll be there for all of Thursday. And you're not getting in middle of Thursday like we did last year.
Do you think they'll let me board onto the plane wearing a full hazmat suit?
You know, they were selling those sexy Halloween costume hazmat suits. Maybe one of those.
No, I'm good.
Don't make
Cody.
any jokes on the plane.
No, I won't.
Cody, where can they find you if they can't read?
If they can't read, well, if they have bigger issues than I have. At Can't Heals with a Z.
Yep, right there. Right
Everywhere.
there. Can't Heals with a Z.
Hey, and I'm starting streaming again, so / Can't Heals on Twitch.
That's awesome. Streaming. I gotta do that too now.
You're
Aside
in a contractual- you can't
Dom, aside from possibly in jail tomorrow, where are they gonna
Morgue.
find you?
You can find me in ZA getting the mount.
Which one, the bear?
No, the mount from ZA.
Okay, cool.
You can find me down below at Zista, XIZTA with an underscore. You could also find me at BlizzCon, being probably the only dude wearing a pink hat.
Highly doubt it now.
Highly doubt it.
Somebody's gonna go and buy like a pink hat. I'm not even gonna tell you where I bought this hat because I got it for $1.99.
That's actually pretty awesome. Special executive guest producer person, where can they find you? Because we don't have a lower third for you, I'm sorry.
You can find me at Total Deletion, same as the name.
Oh,
And
wow,
you can-
that's actually handy. You have a lower
Whoa.
third built in.
And you can find me every week on this show because I do the show notes.
He does do the show notes. You don't hear him every week because he's muted taking callers for us,
There's a reason for that.
but he's always here.
He's usually in ZA trying to find that bear mount.
Yeah, and
Wait,
then...
which mount? The bear mount?
The mount from ZA.
What do you mean, the bear?
No, the mount from ZA.
Oh.
You can find me on Twitter at Thilidrin. You could also find me, as Dom mentioned before, ASO TV Podcast on YouTube. And you could find me at BlizzCon trying to not go insane.
Good luck.
Yeah, but that's our show.
I'm going to be nearby.
You can also find us here every Tuesday night, including next Tuesday. We're not missing. At 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific. Yeah. That's our show. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yay!
Phil, you have the mount from ZA?
Shut up, Tom.